One of the biggest challenges that we faced at UNLV, especially as we came out of COVID, was getting students back into the classroom and engaged with the program. And how do we do that in a way that gets students excited and wanting to participate more? The big advantage that our program has, being a journalism and media program, is we have access to a lot of toys and tools. However, thinking about things like getting students engaged in a way that brings them up to speed with technology as it exists, not just today, but what it's going to look like tomorrow. And as we discussed with our tech colleagues in OIT, different tools that could be appropriate for them, they came to us and said, these are ways in which your students can be active, learning, and not only that, but doing in such a way so they're going to really have an experience which is going to position them for success tomorrow.
We use a lot of Sony technology on campus because when we first built this building, we had a bit of a relationship with Sony, and we were able to get a lot of different cameras that ended up being the student cameras for the students to be able to use, as well as some of the other Sony technology that was built into our production facility.
The space we are in right now is the culmination of a couple of years worth of work and collaboration, where we have 100-inch display at the front of the classroom that our instructor can use, along with several smaller displays on the side wall that can be programmed for any sort of opportunity to engage. It's a great way that our students can come into a room, see what's happening, and create. So we're engaging, we're active in what's going on, we're creating content, and we're collaborating and learning all at the same time. And so the technology in this room really came about in such a way so we can incorporate all of those elements and give the students a great learning experience.
The UNLV campus is located in Southern Nevada, very hot and bright. A lot of our buildings on campus have open windows, so we have a lot of glare coming in, especially in the afternoons. And having the flat black on our monitors really cuts the glare and improves the contrast and visibility of what's being presented in classrooms.
It doesn't necessarily matter where the students are. The benefit of the anti-glare is that students can still see what's happening and engage with the content regardless of their positioning in the room.
When we decided to choose the Sony displays as our option for a display in classrooms and or conference rooms, so the reason we chose that was the sizing availability, the warranty that comes with it to have that extended warranty, and the educational package pricing is really what made this a sell for us to be able to pick up these displays as an option.
Sony was able to offer us a large range for our displays to accommodate different spaces, from our small conference rooms to classrooms up to our larger spaces.
Some of the biggest benefits with these displays is they are always capable of being controlled through CEC or RS-232. Coupled with that, there's multiple HDMI inputs on it, which allow you to utilize it for video switching.
The challenge we've had with other display technologies is that with other manufacturers, we couldn't trust the way that they would honor their support models, or that their technologies behind them weren't keeping up with current trends. Another issue we had was that the prices just kept going up year after year without any actual change or improvements. So with Sony, we were able to have the latest and greatest technology that we could really use in all different spaces on campus, and have support from Sony that we can trust, and they've constantly shown up and asked what we needed and always been there to help us support.
The best part about it is there is no technical support needed or maintenance at that point. The displays just work flawlessly out of the box.
The SRG cameras has definitely helped our hybrid learners who do remote classes. The instructors are able to record, so they're able to put the video up for students who can't make it to the class. When we looked to install the SRG cameras, the purpose was a couple. The auto tracking was definitely the main feature to it all. But I use these cameras in different positionalities to the room. I've had a lot of requests now for dual cameras because the COVID change came and people wanted to see the audience in the room, and we put ceiling mics in for them to be heard, but they wanted to be seen. So we're now doing a lot of 2-camera rooms, which allows us to switch back and forth from cameras. So they were able to see in different aspects, be able to zoom in and be able to get the coverage that they want. So that's really where the cameras have been a great, huge benefit to us.
Prior to using Sony's AI-powered cameras, we really didn't have a good solution with tracking. Typically on our touch panels, we'd offer pan, tilt, zoom. The only problem is that they had to be at the touch panel to select that, or to recall presets.
One of the things that I love about the SRG camera is that I'm a mover. I'm constantly on the go. With our old cameras, you got one static shot. But the auto tracking feature allows me to kind of not have to think about where I am, having the ability just to be me and not have to be mindful of the tech really provides such great flexibility as an instructor.
The learning curve for using these cameras is pretty much non-existent. It was super simple for all the instructors.
With this out of the box, it's as simple as you turn it on and it just starts working.
Cameras with auto tracking has been really wonderful for us because we do a lot of productions right here in our larger auditorium that have people that want to walk around because it's a much larger space than a regular classroom, and having that motion tracking available lets them have the freedom to be able to walk around and they're still in frame and being able to talk to their audience.
It could even allow us to have two Sony cameras, one in the front, one in the back. One could be for students, one could be the professor. This allows for a single room use to be used in multiple different ways.
With the latest update of the camera, we are able to now track up to 8 people at one time. This really helps in some rooms and situations on campus.
They just hit the button for the number of people and they're able to be tracked.
I love the fact that Sony keeps trying to evolve their technology.
I'm a subject matter expert in this field. Their job is to teach whatever their discipline is, and I want them to just be pain-free at that part of it, to just teach. My passion is giving them the technologies to teach better, to let that evolution continue to grow.
As an instructor here at UNLV, using Sony has been just really great because we've developed a lot of relationships with Sony. So we use a lot of different Sony technology for the students to be able to learn on so that they're able to be just as competitive with other people that are creating content right here in Las Vegas.